Recording. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the February 18th SIG release meeting. If you are here, please put your name in the attendees list in the agenda. Agenda is in the chat. Thanks to Marco for taking notes. Recurring topics. Start out with, do we have any new members or attendees? Looks like no. I know who all of you are.
Yes, I am
One.
new, technically.
Hello, Matteo.
Hi.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, hi everyone. I'm Matteo Bianchi. I've been in the release team for a couple of releases now. This is the third one. I'm currently a lead shadow, and I'm onboarding on release engineering, currently cutting the Alpha 2. So yeah, I'm here just to listen, nothing else.
Welcome to the party. All right. We'll move on to sub-project updates then. Do we have an update from release engineering on patch releases? We'll probably have to bounce back to this because Puerco is going to be late.
Yeah, so I can give a little update. We did the February patch releases. We delayed them a little bit just so we could get the Go bumps in. We're currently getting the 123 Go bump taken back so that we can have that in place for the next round of things and the beta for the current release. So those PRs are in progress right now. We'll probably look for a volunteer to do the patch releases for March as we get closer to the deadline for that.
Thank you, Jeremy. Any updates on OBS packages? Nope.
No, I need to take care of that stuff. We'll be doing that soon.
Okie dokie. Supply chain security. That's the one that does definitely have to wait on Puerco, right? Because that's exclusively his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Artifact validation. Anything there? Same deal?
No updates yet, as far as I'm aware.
Alrighty. Release team item is mine. We are past enhancements freeze now. 78 enhancements tracked after freeze, so we lost 10 at enhancements freeze, which is fine. We'll lose more of them at code freeze, so not worth worrying about the high number there. 5 exception requests, all of them were granted, so looking clean there. The next deadline is the docs placeholder PRs being due on February 27th. Yeah, easy. Matteo, do you have a release team related update at all? Probably not.
No, nothing major.
Sick. On to the open discussion items. Our annual report draft PR is open. So if you people would like to review that and make any necessary changes or additions, that would be great, because I think technically it's overdue now. Sasha, how late are we?
No, I think we're just so grading the draft PR is fine for now. I think we did not hit any other deadline right yet. So I think we can just get it done in the next couple of days.
Okay. 2 of my bosses are in here right now, so if you two would like to take a look at that, that would be sick. Thank you. Next open discussion item goes to Jeremy. What's up? You are muted.
Sorry, I thought I clicked the button. So we started discussing supported platforms towards the end of last year. For background context, this was kind of what came up because we discovered that the Go images we were using for building no longer supported things like S390X. We could still build things, but we couldn't build like the cube cross image correctly. And there was just some other, and we're not testing those things properly. So we started having a discussion about what supported platforms should look like. I opened this Google Doc in December and then kind of lost track of it because my job got kind of hectic. of December into January. So I'm picking it back up right now. I'm trying to address comments. If anybody can take a look at it, there's a couple of sections I think we need to beef up, specifically around what criteria we want to use for promoting and demoting our platforms from the different tiers of support that we want. With the idea that we'd open a cap for this. I think ideally we wanted to do it for this release, but obviously that didn't happen. So we'll shoot for the next release and have that in place so that we can officially declare our support policies for the different platforms going forward. I'm going to try to work on that this week. If anybody would like to help or add any additional content into it, please feel free. And if you want to, like, you can ping me too if you want to discuss anything.
One question, Jeremy. Can we put some sort of deadline on by when do we want people to take a look at the document and send one more reminder to the mailing lists?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Since we haven't brought it back up, I would say probably the end of next week would be good. We can give people 2-ish weeks to take a look at what's there. Does that sound good to you?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. I'll send a note. Mache had asked what the status was. I also didn't see that email until today. So I will reply to the mailing list and say, give a status update and then ask folks to take a look again.
All righty. Mario, you're here. You got anything?
Only that I opened the discussion on the mailing list. I hope that people saw it. There were already some responses. We actually can track the missing endpoints where we are missing tests. And I hope that next week Marco can help me implement basically a regular check that will basically just ping us and say like, hey, they are missing conformance tests. And I also got a briefing for because 3 of the endpoints shouldn't have been in the list because they are actually, I think, either alpha or beta, so they don't require conformance. But yeah, we also have now an updated version of how we can track those. That this is not happening in the future. But as far as I see the discussion now, is that SIG Arch says missing conformance tests are release blocking.
Nope. I see Mina adding stuff, but she's not.
Yes, sorry, I am
Oh,
here.
there you
I
are.
just joined last minute.
Howdy.
Thanks for the updates. I think we covered everything on the release team side, but I did want to bring up a discussion we had, I think, earlier last week about switching from Bitly to using the K8s links to redirect. So I think there's a PR up if people want to take a look, and it's just for the enhancements board. But eventually we'll want to switch all the links to that, so we don't get the annoying like ad before you click on the redirect.
Sick. See Adolfo adding stuff too.
Yeah, sorry for being late.
It's okay.
Yeah, so we more or less pulled together all of the people working on vulnerability information and on working on security disclosures and folks interested in understanding how we can provide better exploitability data to downstream consumers. And we have a more or less working plan to start upgrading the internal Kubernetes vulnerability flow, which in turns get baked into the releases and some of the metadata that we plan to release, especially VEX and the Kubernetes vulnerability feed. I'm going to link the plan on how we're, and when I say we, this involves some folks from SIG Security, from the SRC, and until now, us represented by me. in those discussions. So this is the document I linked in the chat is kind of the plan to start building 3, which could turn into maybe 4 exploitability feeds that would get published with our releases. It all involves rewriting the tooling that the Security Response Committee uses to produce the Kubernetes vulnerability data, namely how we, as a project, publish CVE information to downstream consumers. And then using that tooling, we would take what would now be a standard bit of information that would get included to generate the release notes and other attestations that we want to publish. So if anybody's interested in this kind of work, please take a look at the document I linked. Feel free to leave any comments. I'm gonna share that. So we're gonna do another open round of sharing in SIG Security, probably in the next SIG Security tooling call, which is usually on Fridays, but I'm not sure if it's every week or every other week. But then in the next one, we're gonna do another sharing of the document for the final round. And yeah, while we discuss if who's gonna be working on which piece, because SIG Security also is already working on some of the features that are needed, such as, for example, running Go vuln check on vulnerabilities to understand if they actually impact Kubernetes in an automated way. Well, yeah, we're gonna have some. That's gonna be the running thing for the next couple of weeks.
Thank
And
you.
also, just 2 things from my side. Are you okay if we move this to open discussion? And can you please check if those notes are correct?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Actually, it was my intention to put it under open discussion, but apparently I don't understand bullet points. Sorry.
All right. Anybody got anything else? Okay. I will stop the recording then. See you on YouTube eventually, whenever we get that fixed. Have we reached out to ContribX about that actually?
I pinged Nigel about it, and I think he was going to some conferences. So I'll ping him again. And
Thank
if not, I'll just ping ContribX. But I'm
Yeah,
pretty
you
sure
can-
he's the one handling.
You can also write it in ContribX because I think we added more YouTube admins.
Oh,
That
okay,
it's
sweet.
that it's no longer
Single point of failure.
a single point of failure. Yeah.
Oh, right. We have ContribX here. Mario, can we fix it? I'm getting,
Yeah,
I'm get, the release team
I wrote
cries
it down. I wrote it down already.
Yes,
Okay.
I
this
will
one
find someone.
this one was never onboarded to the new automation. It was using the old stuff that like continually broke.
Yeah.
So I think it just needs to
I
get
wrote it
onboarded.
down. I will get it done and get back to you.
Okay, cool. I'm happy to get on a Zoom call or whatever with the credentials. I think that's
Yeah.
what we need, right? Okay. Thank you, Mario.
Sweet. Very productive. All right. Anything else before I stop the recording? Okay. Bye, recording. And